Now, in recent years, car manufacturers have been trying new ways in design to attract buyers. For the most part, only leads to cringe-worthy design that only leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Now, on the other hand, this Audi A3 is only one of a few new cars that offers good looks with great performance. Okay, so here it is, the 2016 Audi A3 in Scuba Blue. And it's a bit gloomy here in Illinois. It's pretty rainy. What better day to enjoy a gloomy day than in a blue Audi A3? I mean, very nice color. It's got a really nice metallic to it. Overall, it really makes the car stand out. I mean, I've seen a few of these in some whites and silvers. They don't really do it for these. I mean, I've had a couple in my possession that were, you know, I've had a white one. I didn't really like it in that color. But I got an opportunity where I got to drive a blue one today, and so far the color really stands out on the car. A pretty small car. This is an entry-level Audi. I would say probably the second up. First would probably be an A1. So after that, you get an Audi A3. A little bit bigger. You're offered 4 doors. A couple of decent options. This one has a panoramic roof. It also has the daytime running lights. And overall, a very interesting looking car. Now, like I've said before, design language in newer cars have kind of gotten a little bit out of hand, in my opinion, especially with some of the Japanese cars. Like, for example, the new Prius looks really out of hand, really ugly in my opinion. But this car, essentially in the 2017 model year, the A3 kind of carries on a facelift opposed to this car. So very similar looking with the 2017 model. But with this car, it's still very nice. I mean, for being only about a year old, it still carries a very good and elegant look to the car, particularly on the outside. We'll get to the interior in just a minute, but the outside has very sharp, very nice swooping lines everywhere, and carries on a very good looking design for an entry-level vehicle. Not only that, but the fact that it's got this really nice blue color really makes it stand out from other Audis. Now, for an entry-level sedan, everything about the 2016 Audi A3 says elegance. Now, the first thing you do once you step into the interior, you notice the very, very good design. This one's got the brown leather. It's very, very nice. With modern cars nowadays, you see interiors kind of looking a little bit out of place. Nothing really goes that well in an interior, at least with some of the newer cars. Now, with the Audi A3, it's very good looking. Now, you feel very centralized by the steering wheel. You see that it's got a really nice pop-up head unit. The controls are very easy to read. They're very well placed, easy to reach. Everything is pretty much right where you want it, pretty much wherever you would expect it. Now, if you're familiar with Audis, it does have the dial for the radio. I really like the dash vents. They almost look like jet engines, so it definitely gives it a really cool look. And you're going to see a lot of chrome and silver trimming everywhere, kind of outlining a lot of things. Overall, very nice interior. A good place to spend time. Now, overall, the performance of the car. This one's a 1.8 liter turbo, so it's actually a really cool drivetrain and powerhouse for this car. And it definitely, when you drive it and you lay into the throttle, you definitely don't expect the turbo to actually spool up and, you know, kind of surprise you a little bit the way it does. But as soon as you roll on the throttle, you just don't expect the turbo to come in, and the turbo spools pretty hard on this car. It kind of sets me in the seat a little bit. I mean, this car is really fun to drive. Now, you can't really say that, you know, with too many cars nowadays, especially like for the price around what the A3 costs, but definitely a fun little turbo car. It handles the road really well. Very nimble feeling. The steering feels very good, and it feels really nice. Leather on the steering wheel feels very good. Definitely really nice material is used on the inside of this car. And Audi has done a phenomenal job with the design and with essentially engineering this car, they've done a really good job. It actually has a really good sound system. Now for an A3, for what is essentially an entry-level Audi, this car actually packs a punch with the sound system. Now the sound system sounds very good. It almost rivals my 2008 911. And that car has a Bose system, which I understand the car is almost 10 years old at this point, but the sound system provides a lot of bass, good amount of treble, and once you get it up into the higher volume, it almost sounds like you could pretty much level out whatever is going on outside of the car. And when you're driving, you turn the volume down, it drives very quietly. You don't hear too much road noise. This one, having the 17-inch wheels, it absorbs a lot of the road noise just in the tires because it does have a decent amount of sidewall. I kind of wish that just for looks, Audi would have provided this car maybe with a bigger option wheel, which they started to, as an option. Overall, it's a really good bang for your buck, even for buying a new one. Thank you for watching my video. Lots more videos to come. Browse the channel, check out some of my other videos. Lots of interesting stuff going on there. Also, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Also, another big thank you to Chicago Fine Motors, who provided me with this 2016 A3 so I could show it to you guys today. And as always, thank you so much. See you next time.